Hello everyone, we are back with another episode.
That's right. Next come the heavy artillery, presidential more like Michelle, not Hillary, feel me?
Hi everyone. By the time you guys see this, I will be on my vacation. I cannot wait to get up out of here, see the beach, the sand, the sun, some nice tropical water, the breeze, just all of it. I actually just got in from a baby shower, and I just love me a good baby shower. It's always the food, the energy, just, the pregnant woman and the vibe. So yes, that was an amazing time. But yes, like I said, my vacation, that's about to be the highlight of it all. Highlight. So today what I want to talk about is jail. I know you guys are like, why do you want to talk about jail? We know so many people that have been to jail. I feel like if you don't know someone that's been to jail, you are living under a rock. There's something else going on with you. You are very, what is the word I'm looking for? You're a recluse, basically. So, yeah. And even if you are a recluse, you may have at some point been out in the open and have been around people. And guess what? During that time, you probably know someone that's been to jail. What I feel about jail is this. I feel like everyone that goes to jail is not a bad person. Everyone that is not in jail is not a good person. There's definitely some people I know living on the outside that need to sit their ass down specifically. You know what? Let me not even say that. I do not wish jail on anybody. But there are some people that have gotten away with some really serious offenses, and I just feel like they can maybe swap with the person that's in the cell for no reason. There are so many people that are in jail for no reason, guys. And I just feel like with the justice system, they need to do better. I have like a funny story with like the whole jail thing. So back in the days when I was with one of my ex-boyfriends, he bought a dirt bike. And he was letting everyone on the block ride the dirt bike, ride the dirt bike, ride the dirt bike. The last person that he let ride the dirt bike rode it for real and never came back. But he happened to know who that person was. And it turned into a whole thing where me, him, and the police went searching for the kid because he was from the block in the area, and of course my ex-boyfriend knew who he was. So we go and we actually run into the kid. They lock the kid up in the cell. Okay? So come to find out, he's just someone that he's a thief. He has so many different charges already on his record. It was just crazy. So my ex-boyfriend was just yelling like, let me off in the cell. Let me just fight him in the cell. Let me in there. Let me in there. My ex-boyfriend was crazy, guys. But he was really like a fighter. Like he came from that era, like not a gun era, not all this shooting and stuff that we see now. Like he wanted just 5 minutes in the cell with this kid so he could whoop his ass. And I don't blame him. Look, you can't go off just taking people's stuff. Like, who does that? Like, who really does that? Especially knowing that you could run into this person again. You know what I mean? So it was just crazy to me. Like, it was really crazy. Also with jail, I mean, there are just so many different jail stories. Like, I have a friend who they said that he led them on a high-speed chase when he didn't. And he ended up going to jail. That was one of the charges that they said, and he never did that. He was literally driving regular while they was trying to pull him over, and eventually he did pull over, but that was what they had said on his rap sheet. And it's just like, get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? It's just crazy how these police do stuff like that. But this is what I mean by, like, sometimes people are in jail for no reason. Like, they're in jail for no reason. They go to jail for no reason. But the guy that stole a dirt bike, he deserves to be in jail 100,000%. Like, he deserves to be there. Definitely. Me, myself, I've never been to jail. And I do not need to ever be in jail. I will never do anything to put myself in jail. I do find it very unfortunate that a lot of Black people get put in jail for like little to nothing. I really don't like that. I just like that. I feel like a white person and a Black person can do the same thing. Of course, the Black person is going to get it worse and they're going to get it harder. You know, sometimes I don't even want to hear our side. I don't even want to know if we're innocent or that we're innocent. Like, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear those things. And I feel like jail, people need to know that there are definitely consequences and repercussions for their actions. So I feel like jail is the place for the people that are doing the wrong things and can't remain in regular society. Like, now it's like, this is where you need to go because these are the things that you've done and now you need to go to jail. However, I don't feel like jail, sometimes I feel like jail is used in the wrong ways. I don't feel like it's used all the time to protect people. I feel like it's used to just put innocent people in there sometimes. It's not used correctly all the time. But we need it because if we didn't have jail, if people didn't know that there's some place you're gonna go if you kill somebody, steal from somebody, rape somebody, and do something crazy, people would be out here running a fucking muck. It would be crazy. So we need things like that. Correctional facilities, jails, prisons, we need those types of things. And that's just what it is. For all the people that do have loved ones in jail, I'm pretty sure that you miss them, you want them out, and I feel like continue to advocate for them. Continue to try and get them out, especially if you feel like they don't need to be in there as long as they have, or that they don't even need to be in there, period. Continue to help them. Continue to just do the things that are going to lead them to their freedom. Help them, be a listening ear, and, you know, let them know that they're being heard, that outside of those bars, there is a whole different and new life. Some people feel like they're in jail in the outside world. There are a lot of people that just feel like there is really nowhere for them to turn out here. And it can feel really alone and like you hit a dead end a lot. You really have to find your purpose, find what works for you, try and help yourself, and just do all the necessary things that are going to lead to your happiness, because it can get rough. It really can get rough. And it all starts with the mind. You have to make sure that you're thinking correctly, because your thoughts can keep you in prison in all reality. You can't see past what you think and what you believe. So you need to think positive, be positive, and just push yourself forward. Try to help people. For anyone that's in jail, any loved ones that we have in jail, behind bars that we still love, keep them in your thoughts and your prayers. And just know that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. We all know someone that's been to jail, is going to jail, who's in jail, and sometimes it's just something that we need to talk about. Okay? So, guys, like I said, every week, remember to tell a friend, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys next week. I'm going to try and vlog for you guys a little bit while I'm out on my vacation. And I'm going to try and have me a great time. I'm not thrilled about what I'm hearing about with the whole airport situation, but as soon as I get the actual traveling down pack and get to the destination, I know I'll be fine. But anyways, guys, I will see and talk to you next week. Sayonara. Peace out.